The Smart 8 Plus comes with a MediaTek Helio G36, which is weaker than the Unisoc T606 on Hot 40i. The 8 Plus has a higher frequency Cortex of 53, Unisoc is clocked at 1.6 GHz, but it's a Cortex S75 which performs better. They are both 12 nanometers processor, which is decent at handling efficiency and overall performance. The Helio G36 has a PowerVR GPU, which will not perform or render graphics better than the Mali G57. Here are the benchmarks for both phones, and as expected from a Helio G36 powered device with Cortex of 53, its performance is very poor for today's standards. Gaming on this phone is not advisable, except light games. It's also Android 13 Go edition, which is not ideal, probably because of its weak processor. The Hot 40i gets the full Android 13 and XOS 13. Here we have an IPS LCD panel with nice colors, not efficient but delivers. I mean, it's a budget phone. With a spacious 6.6-inch screen, perfect for immersive media consumption and gaming experience. And a 720p display with 267 ppi, the standard for budget devices, it still offers nice images and uses less battery. They both get 90 Hz refresh rate. The 8 Plus might not fully utilize this because of its weak processor that lags a lot. And it's the same case with this high-touch sampling rate. A bad processor just messes up the overall experience with the phone. Both phones boast of 500 nits of brightness, which will be a struggle outdoors, but indoors, you will be just fine. The 8 Plus is 84.4% screen to body, while the Hot 40i is 83.6%. They are protected with tempered glass, which is not the best in terms of quality, but will still survive minimal drops and scratches. The Smart 8 Plus has a 50MP main camera lens with 1.9 aperture and an auxiliary lens, which is the same with the Hot 40i. They even have the same tiring design. They both can shoot at 1080p 30 frames per second, which is what you had from budget phones, especially the low-end ones. You get 8MP on the Smart 8 Plus and a whooping 32MP on the Hot 40i, which will take nice and crisp-looking selfies, but still shoots at only 1080p 30 frames. The Smart 8 Plus is thicker because of its increased battery capacity. It's 9mm thick, while Hot 40i is at 8.3mm thick. It is slightly more weighty than the Hot 40i, but I doubt if it will be noticeable in the real world. Put on a screen protector for this phone to avoid repair cost. A word is enough for the wise. And are protected with plastic frames, which is neither durable nor reliable. Try using a pouch. And they have plastic backs, which are susceptible to scratching and breaking. It's up to you to use a pouch. And as expected from a budget phone, there's no IP rating, so be careful with the way you use your phone and where you use them. The 8 Plus has a 6000 mAh battery, which will last longer than the 5000 mAh on the Hot 40i. Both phones can be juiced up with an 18 watts charger, which will take around 2 hours to fully charge and 30 minutes extra for the 8 Plus. The Smart 8 Plus only offers up to 128GB and 4GB RAM. The 40i takes it further with its 256GB and 8GB RAM, which can also be extended with 8GB virtual RAM on the Hot and 4GB on the Plus. We get a standard Wi-Fi 5, it's decent and performs its task. It's also quite fast, featuring Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity, offering reliable performance and a range of up to 10 meters for seamless data transmission. The 8 Plus doesn't have NFC, but the Hot 40i does in some regions. Both have a Type-C 2.0 connector, which has a decent speed for transmitting data. Thank God we are finally over micro USB. They have mono speakers, which is not the best, they lack bass, but are loud and clear. They also support headphones. The side-mounted fingerprint sensors on both phones are fast, reliable, secure, and quite easy to set up. The 8 Plus starts at $100, while the Hot 40i is $10 more expensive, but worth it. So there you have it, the Hot 40i wins to me. I value performance more over battery. Which one do you think is better? Please like, share, and subscribe.